chat. To my face only behind back. Some gal I walk for them one just behind man. That's a no. Me no depend on nobody because me have me money. Can't tell me how to spend it cause I feel me money. No depend on nobody because me have me money. Can't.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ebony Monet, and today we are going to be discussing a topic that was based in America. R.I.P. George Floyd. Today we're literally just going to discuss everything that's been going on, our opinions on things, and you know, if you agree, you disagree, that's fine. Just make sure to comment below so we can see everyone's point of views on it. So yeah,
the video I saw of that racist police officer, well actually it wasn't just one, there was 3 of them that killed him, was so disturbing. I couldn't sleep. Like, I saw his face in my sleep. It was very disturbing. Like, it made me, I think it was the first time I actually woke up an angry black woman. I was so fuming, like, that they could do this and get away with it in racist America. It's not okay.
I feel like when I had watched the video and like you can blatantly hear him screaming out saying I can't breathe, mama and whatnot, and the police officer has literally not moved. He's doesn't care. There was not a part of in his body that he cared. Like, his body language expressed everything. If there's bystanders saying like, look, get off, you can easily put him in the car, no one's jumping in. Obviously I completely understand why no one jumped in, because you know they're fearing for their lives, but to me it's like, I wanted to, when I was watching my phone, I wanted to jump through the screen. I wanted to fight them. I was mad. I was fuming. I was mad. Like, what about the right end? Do you feel like, obviously I understand why they are right, and I feel like with the right end, I feel like sometimes you have to make noise in order to be heard. Like, obviously everyone's like, white lives matter, all lives matter, but today, right now, it's been going for a while, black lives matter, because you do not see white people getting targeted, tormented, and beaten up, murdered for like the pettiest things like that. Like, you cannot even walk out as a black man in America, and don't get me wrong, we'll go into the UK too, but right now we're talking about the USA. You cannot even step out your house. You can't even go a little inch past the traffic light. They're willing to stop you, and next thing you know, you're a threat to them all of a sudden.
I'm saying you can be in your house and they're still kicking off the door and shooting you 8-10 times.
It's not right. It don't sit right in my soul and my heart. And it's like,
I don't think, to me personally, I think violence does not solve anything. I personally think that people need to read in between the lines of what Trump is saying. Trump does not like black people, so therefore this now where he's saying, because I read on one statement, quote me if I'm wrong, it said, oh, once the looting starts, the shooting starts, and then it's on your hands. So basically, remember, Trump's been wanting to do something to black people for a very long time. This has now given him an excuse to literally shoot you, kill you, and all these other things which he's planning to do.
That's not an excuse. They've been doing this.
Yeah, but this is now, he's made a formal excuse where he's letting the world know, where he's using excuses as to looting or robbing or doing all these things. That's the excuse he's using just to shoot you. So I just think people as one need to come together and think, okay, even if you're protesting about what happened to Mr. Floyd's and the rest of you, and protesting for his family, like, protest, and literally, if the police want to be there, let them be there, but don't give them something to do.
You're right, because I do feel like it is a setup, because there was a picture that was going around with a white man who had started the looting himself, and cut long story short, he was a officer, undercover cop. So it's like they want to portray it as like black people are angry and then black people are starting all of this, when in one specific shop or whatever, it was started by a cop.
Because black people are angry, and I agree with the looting. I say burn that shit down.
No, but what people
my
don't
opinion,
seem to
I say
understand,
burn it down. Burn it down.
I just think what T.I. said as well is that black people shouldn't literally put no money into anything, because when you burn something down and you loot it, you're still, what black people don't understand is black people are still paying for that to go back up. So if you don't put no money into America, if all black people stood together and didn't put no money into America, no money in buying anything from the shops, as one, they make more money from us as a black unit to do everything. So if we don't pay for nothing, instead of burning it down, if we don't pay for nothing, what can they make?
Just don't burn down the black businesses.
No, but either way, if it's black business, white business, like we're still having to pay for that to get back up, because what are people paying taxes for? That's what people don't understand. Like, you're burning down a police station, your taxes go up. That tax is going towards the police station. You want to be. I can understand everyone's anger, fully anger of that officer, but
Not just of that officer, the
that
whole
officer,
of them.
there's
And
loads of them, but our money's paying for those officers to be standing.
Unfortunately.
So if you don't put no money into it, where do the officers stand? They don't stand anywhere.
There was, I think it was Tiny Temper. He posted something on Instagram, and it says, before we ask anyone to love us, value us and care for us, we must love, value and care for ourselves and each other. And a lot of people was getting on to him saying, oh, why are you speaking, and just doing the most or whatever. But I interpreted it.
Bloop.
Bloop.
She interpreted
Yeah,
it.
that word. And then in the way I think he had meant it. Like, I personally feel like he meant that, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tiny, if you ever see this, but I felt like he meant like, we're going like crazy towards this white officer, killing the unarmed black man. But, when it comes to, let's say, black, he didn't specifically say it, but when it comes to black on black crime or whatever, it's just like, okay, another death to us, but we are so outraged when a white man does it to us. And I think we firstly need to come and unite together. We are very powerful, which a lot of people are aware, but a lot of people are so ignorant to certain things. But I think like the people that are not really aware are black people themselves. We are, as one, we are beyond powerful, and they are frightened of us becoming a unit. That's why they will do anything they can to break us down, to make us seem like we are each other's enemies, which at the moment we are. Let's put one hand out.
And that's where it starts. Black people don't even like their own selves. Everyone's talking
Don't
about.
speak
black...
for all.
No,
I love me.
But obviously not
No, I hear
yourself.
you.
But I'm saying it as one. Black
Yeah.
people don't love themselves, because you have a black person. We can be the same skin color. Oh, there'll be a black person saying, I don't like Africans. I don't like Indians. I don't like someone from Ethiopia. Bruv, are you stupid? These are your black people that you were saying you don't like, but yet still you're going around looting and fighting for that black man. What, because he's from a different culture, or because, what is it? It's not about skin
I think
color.
it's mainly like when it comes to black on black crime in the, let's say, the UK or the USA, it's more out of they're fighting for each other's postcodes, their roads, their streets, their this, their that, and there's a lot of envy and jealousy.
There's no unity at all. So all of this, I understand. I'm like, sorry to Floyd's family and whoever else these officers are killing, but we need to fix up our own before we start doing these things. We actually need to fix up our own. And why does it take for a white police officer to kill someone for us to petition? Petition with ourselves first.
Yeah, it's
petition
true.
yearly.
I get that. And
Yearly.
black on black crime is not okay. We don't support that shit. And it's just, it cuts even deeper when it's a white man and he's done it because of the colour of your skin. That's the reason.
He's done it because of the colour of his skin. And
point blank period, racist, like it's because the color of his skin. It's not because he went and killed someone, so he detained him and then he killed. No, because he was black.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I understand what you're saying. He has done it for the color of his skin. But then there's people that are. How about we switch it around and saying, imagine he said, well, let me just go and kill this black person because they don't even care about themselves. And if people are thinking like that, we need to fix up within our own damn community, because that is sick.
It's been sick. Yes.
It's been sick,
Yeah,
because
I
we don't
agree
care
with
about
that.
ourselves. We don't care. We don't care. We can't even come together. We can't even protest. For frig's sake. If we're protesting...
We can protest,
We can't protest.
I think
we can't
what's
protest
happened,
humbly.
I think what's happened, obviously, we all should have came together a long time before this. But you see what everyone saw when we saw a man alive, and a couple seconds later he died alive, and
This
then he
has
died.
been happening.
No. I think this is what shook the nation.
What's
shook
happening
all the
is
blacks
shaking the nation because
to
it's racism.
come together. To come together.
She said, hey! Holy Spirit touched her!
It took all the black people to come together because that touched us. That touched me like it was my
no
brother.
one ain't even come
that
together.
touched me like it was my father. Just because you're black. So hold on, I'm
we
at
ain't
risk.
coming
I'm
together.
scared.
I just want to say thank you, Alan Shenseea.
We ain't come together.
Thank you for diverting all the calls to America police station because I ran down
Thank
that
you.
blood clot and
Yes.
I left loads of voicemails. They kept locking me. I didn't know a police station can go to fucking voicemail.
Probably the one I got burnt down.
I don't know that could
That's
happen.
not, and
I don't
violence
care.
doesn't.
Burn down the
Violence,
police
no,
stations.
violence doesn't solve violence. We have to be so much. We are so
It don't, but
intelligent.
it makes me feel better.
No, but it doesn't because
It
it's not
does.
about you.
It
It's
makes
about
me
the
feel better.
family. It's about the family. Violence does not solve violence. You can't use violence to solve violence. You won't get anywhere solving violence. Everyone's angry because a police officer done violence to that person because of racism, and we're reacting by doing the same violence. Not the same.
It's that wouldn't-
burning down something. Robbing shops. What the
But they're
hell
angry,
has?
but their
That
voice
situation
Okay, you're
hurt.
angry.
But their voice
What
not
has
being heard.
what has robbing shops got to do with it? That's what I don't understand. They already have their
Making a
perception.
statement.
No,
Because
but
America's all about money.
then don't
So-
give them the money.
Well, at that point, it's already there, so we've got to take it back and burn that shit down.
No, but
Like-
that's the thing. You're not even making anything out of it. No one's making anything
Exactly,
out of it.
they're not made. That's burning their pockets more than it's burning ours.
No, it is going to burn yours because you still have to make that. They're still going to take that money through taxes and double and quadruple and triple and whatever.
Okay.
Free.
Well,
To do
Well,
to make it back
we-
up. No, we need to set examples. Listen, if we are so flipping intelligent, some of the youths of today are so bored. They're so intelligent. They're bored. You've got a brain. Do you know how much people they're taking brains out of ours to put in different color people's brains.
Oh, girl,
so
you gone
we're
deep.
so they're smart like us. Our intelligency and all of that is what is wanted. That is the problem. Did anyone listen to what Malcolm X tried to do the same thing? They killed him. Bob Marley tried to do the same thing. They killed him.
So why is
Martin
Trump still
Luther
there?
King tried to
Why are
do
you
the same
still
thing.
there?
They killed him. Flipping Obama tried to do it. They had to get him out before he was dead. You think he could last another year? He couldn't. It was either him or his kids, and he protected them and cut. They don't want to tell us that, but it's the truth. There's people like Jay-Z. All these celebrities are higher up there, but they know they've grown up around this. They can't do nothing because they've got the same people in their record industry. They're running around like puppets, doing all these things. And if you take out that money that you're putting into these people and invest it into your own, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they are not investing in their own, but start thinking. Everybody needs to start thinking because as a whole, we are not united.
We're not.
Is if we stand up united, we don't even need to protest. Just the force that we are all together alone will send a message. We don't even need to talk. We don't need to protest. We don't need to do nothing.
they will run straight to hell.
We don't need to do nothing. There's a problem within our community. People talk about Black Lives Matter. You lot protecting that Black Lives Matter and it's about racism and it's about black this and black that. Fair enough, I understand. Some black people don't appreciate black. We talk about different shades where you cuss Indians, when you're cussing Indians like Indians ain't black people. You cuss Africans like Africans ain't black people. Ethiopian people ain't black people. Like, are you confused?
What
They
I-
are. Some
history.
people are brainwashed.
What
No, they
I
just
don't
don't know.
understand is those who act very ignorant to what is going on. They act oblivious and ignorant to what is going on. Do you understand? And
I
it's-
just
we don't
don't
have to be
like that if
racist.
I've got white friends and they see my pain and they see what black people are going through and they don't stand and represent. But
they
when
can't
it's
represent
time-
for something that they don't know.
oh, they know.
They
When
don't
no,
know.
they are aware. They are aware,
They're aware
of
of it, but they
You
don't
shouldn't
know. They
have
can't
to-
feel it.
The least I can do is like mean it from my heart. Is put up a post or even be like, you know what, everything that's going on, I just know I got your back or whatever, blah blah. It's not by force.
But you can't-
It's not by force, innit? But if you don't want to do it and you're not feeling someone else's pain, you're seeing.
You can't
It
do it
just
from
shows
the
me a
heart
lot.
if you don't know what the hell.
You don't have to know, Tisha.
You don't really have to
You don't
know.
you don't have to know. You saw a guy got murdered on TV. You don't have to know nothing. You can know what you see. And I saw that and they see it.
Fix yourself before you try and fix someone else's problem. Fix our community before you try and fix another person's problem. Because our community as one is it's disgusting. That's why all this was happening. Do you know they're actually laughing at us? They're laughing at us.
Yeah, they don't care.
Why can't we protest? We can't even protest.
It took them that long. 3 days was it, or 2 days, or three days? to just come up with third-degree murder
Third.
and a manslaughter. That ain't no damn accident. That ain't no
He
accident.
was loving it, and that's why I am loving it when they burn him. Like, I don't
Violence
care.
doesn't solve violence. Remember, they already got the perception of us that we are violent. Like
Yeah,
Trump
right
said
now,
it,
I'm not
that we
violent,
are-
but I'm an angry
we
black
are-
woman, so I'm
we
allowed
can
to
be-
be angry.
We're allowed to be angry,
I'm allowed
but
to be
trust me,
angry.
everyone needs to do what T.I. said, because the most money comes from us poor people, so they like to call us. They want the
Hunty.
oil from Africa. They want the gold from
Diamonds.
Africa. Now they don't even want that. They want the land. They want the motherland. That's what they want. And there's people that there's us as black people, Jamaicans, that don't even want to go. Oh, we're not going to Africa. We're not going to Africa.
I wanna
ain't
go to
our black.
Africa.
That's but when you
definitely.
literally listen to people, oh, I'm not from Africa, bruv. If you know your history,
Ghana, I wanna go
we
to
are
Gambia,
so
I
flipping
wanna go-
brainwashed. It's disgusting. If that's the case, the Queen needs to go back at Germany, cause she not British.
Lord, them kill us.
Don't let me go there. That's why I told you, look, you know. That's why I told you, look.
Yeah.
Protest, people. Protest if you want to protest. But protest, let the police stand there. Don't do nothing.
You don't have to do nothing. They haven't been doing nothing.
No,
Did you not
they've been
see?
fighting and stuff. Look,
No, teacher. Did you not see? The people were just standing there protesting peacefully, and the police drive past. They're the real gangbangers. Drive past, drive by shooting with their gas,
Tear gas.
Yeah,
tear
but then
gas.
sometimes when
Gas.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, sometimes they do that. But
Not sometimes.
when we protest, we get a bit angry and we do certain
Because
things
it's
that
like
are
they're
out of
not
our
listening.
Fair
Imagine
enough,
that.
but then
It's like, wait, listen. It's like a child. You see, when a child is at the age where they can't fully speak or express their feelings, and then you're like, "What did you say, baby?" It's like, "What did you say?" And it's like, you know, they get frustrated and they get angry because it's like they're really trying to tell you something, but their words ain't coming out. You know, it's hurting them because it's like, why are you not understanding? Why are you not listening to me? But it's like you
just
don't
been
understand.
left
You know what I
too
mean?
long. It's been left
So
too
it's like
long.
that's why when it comes to protesting, as much as they start being peaceful, and then I know there's spiteful.
antagonise them.
Yes, there's
They
spiteful
antagonise
police
them.
No, but
officers
then
that will
when
do
you
stuff.
think about this,
Teacher, they
I'm
antagonise
human,
us.
yes, they do
antagonise us.
I'll
antagonize
cut your ass,
you, but
don't
we still need to maintain that.
Cool, I hear
decency
If you're on
about
road and
us.
someone's antagonised you, you're gonna walk past.
If
and
you
keep it.
speak to them,
Not
Someone is
sometimes.
antagonising
Yes,
you
but
on the
if
road.
we know,
teacher.
if we
I know
know,
you stop. You
if
wouldn't
we
go.
know,
Listen,
yeah, but if
teacher will
we
lick down someone's
know,
blood clot.
if we know that someone is antagonizing them, what's the best thing to do? You play them at their own game. You don't even need to give them. You're trying to antagonize me, and I'm being so polite that.
Ain't no time for polite.
No, but you have to be, because remember, these people want to kill you. So all this what's going on now. Remember, Trump wants to kill people, so he's now got an excuse to shoot you, and then that's going to be more lives being
But
in
you can
danger.
have-
Where's the real hitters at though in America? Where you at?
No,
I'm sorry.
No, we don't need that.
I'm keeping
because
it
then there's more
100%
people that's
real.
going to.
You don't tell me to keep it real. Where you at? No, I don't care.
Nipsey Hussle said it, you know, they killed the man for it, you know, because he knew what the hell was going on. Dr. Sebi knew what the hell was going on. They killed that man.
Tupac.
Yeah? Tupac knew what was going on. They
Listen.
tried to fame it on Biggie and Suge Knight, or whatever his name is. And Suge Knight, whatever Knight he is, they tried to blame it on him.
Black Knight.
Black Knight.
No, but
We-
as much as we're we're laughing and joking,
It's not
this
a joke.
this is
It's not.
our come down because we've been angry for the last couple of days, and I'm
Honestly.
saying if we don't laugh, I can't count my house. If I don't have this,
All I'm saying is
release,
we need to come
I
together.
can't count my house.
We need
because
to come
I'm
together
angry.
properly. We need to come together
Angry.
properly and we should be able to stand next to the likes of Beanie Man, whatever his real name is, Puff Daddy, whatever his real name is, whichever daddy he wants to be named, I don't know. Him, Jay-Z,
But there's
Beyonce, UK. We need to be able to stand next to Skepta, Wiley, all these Wiley and
I love
Skepta
Wiley.
arguing with your own black people. Fix up.
Wait,
He's
what?
doing music, someone else is doing music. Represent. Encourage your black people. Why are you fighting each
Yeah, no,
other?
literally.
We are already fighting
Literally.
something, so why are we fighting each other?
Literally.
Use your brains, man. What the fuck? They're killing us for our brains. Use that bomber clot! Because you like getting me angry as black people.
Wait. Oh no.
She's an angry black.
Now I'm angry
gets
with
like
our
that, it
own
gets-
people. Like, I don't even understand what the hell's going on. You lot going like you ain't got brains. You lot going out there using Rambo knives to kill your people for the government, the same government that wants to kill you off. Are you dumb? Your mum don't even on the bomber clout road. Not else. You not have no mortgage. But you know why I'm killing our own people for that.
It's true. Like, imagine that. I am a mother. So imagine my son, like, not even imagine, I'm not going to put my son in that situation, but I'm just saying, like, rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Hey.
But I'm just saying, like, imagine a young boy, young man, innocent, just going to the shop to get food, to get water, to get whatever. They're just stepping out their house. And they might not make it back because, let's say, they looked at someone or
Stepped on
they
someone's
stepped
toe.
on, you know, they gone into a different borough of that. Do you know how sad and pathetic?
They're not mad.
Ops.
They're not lost.
No, it's not ops.
They're not nothing. They are bored because you've got so much agency.
You can't be that bored to
they're
wanna
the same
stab a man.
intelligence they can use
Because
to
you're
do
in my
drugs.
area.
No, the same intelligence they can use to do drugs. They're very good at mathematics because you need to know your mathematics to
Some
weigh
people
up
dance no
and
blood
do
clots.
all that. No, they dance. But when it comes to drugs and when they weigh up and all that stuff, they know how
true.
to do
That's
it.
true.
So you ain't that
Oh,
fat
on
for
the
something
roads,
else.
mathematics on the roads.
Use that energy for something else. Help your people together. Help them.
I just feel like it's so mad that, like, the black, obviously females, we don't get it as bad. Like, I can be driving, doing about 50 miles or whatever on a road. I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I could be doing that. Police will tell me that that's actually happened to me before.
And
Police
that's
was
for the females.
The
The
police was
females
like,
are bad.
but the police was like, oh, right, just slow down, go about your day, blah blah. That black man doing 50, same as me, is spending the night in jail. Is spending the night in custody.
The
whatever
gal
it's
them
called.
are bad because there's you lot honey trapping and you're doing all these kind of things to set up your own black people. What's wrong with you lot, man? Don't you lot have brothers? You lot are women, you know. You can have children, have a son. Would you want someone to do that to your son? Fix up, man. Fix up. Girls that are running down men they've got the latest trainers on. Fix up. Is your life for trainers?
They're running down man, their man's running down man.
Oi, oi. Is your life for trainers? You lot are following media too much.
It's true.
The system. Fix up our own system before
It was
can be designed, but we can fix it.
It was designed to bring us down. It was designed for
So we
all
have
of
to
this
follow
be
that.
happening.
Yeah,
It
but
was
then we have to
designed
follow that.
for the minorities. So if you like it,
But we don't have
you
to
know,
follow it. Everyone has their own mind. Do something. A system could be so a system's set that way. So how come me and you ain't doing that? People have their own mind. We can do that as a community. Not because the system's there, you have to follow that system.
But these, do you know what it is? With these with the younger generation, the black guys growing up or whatever, I feel like the older generation has said that they all know. They know there's a young child. They groom them. That's the word, groom. You groom a young black boy. You're like, oh, I'll give you a bit of change if you do this and that. The young black boys, it's just they. Some of them ain't too tough getting money from mummy and daddy or whatever. If
Their
you know,
parents are grooming
do you know what I
them
mean?
because their parents allow them to do it. And
No,
as soon as you're bringing in certain sorts of money,
Wait. Hold on. That's not always. Okay, we'll get onto that. That's not always the case at the beginning. Because, you know, they'd be hiding it from their parents at the beginning.
and then soon
Do
as
you get it?
and soon
So,
as
but the older
money comes in,
generation,
packing up money, then
the older generation groomed the younger generation, and that's where it becomes a cycle. Because guess what? That little young is gonna grow up, do it again.
But
He's
if you're
making
grooming
a
them-
certain amount now, but he's making too much. I got enough change to pay someone to do his business.
But then
and
if
whatever,
you're
blah,
grooming
blah.
them, see if you're
And it's just
grooming
this
these young
ongoing
youths,
cycle.
if you're trying to teach them how road work goes. You see, after that road work money comes in, invest in that bumper clock. Start opening some
you're
business.
so
Yeah, you
Open some
Remember,
businesses,
like,
man.
Some of these guys are just so dumb.
Invest
like,
in houses.
Yeah.
Get your house. Una car, live in car. Nice
Yeah.
Bentley, can't live in it. Invest in
Not
talk to your
only
little sons and tell them that you want them to be a black doctor. Talk to them, tell them you want, because they can be that.
Guys, we honestly need to do better. And yeah, you know, that George Floyd situation broke my heart, because it's like, why do they hate us so much? What is it? And it's like, it's because they see we hate ourselves.
Exactly,
But
that's
not
where it comes
personally,
from.
but in a whole, in general, whether it be UK,
That
America,
is the
this
main
that,
problem. We don't
we're
love
not-
ourselves.
There is a fracture in the black community. There's a fracture in the minority community.
I'm getting me mad, man, because this Floyd stuff, you lot always Black Lives Matter. This only happens when one of our black people get hurt. So it only matters when one of them dead. Our daughter, not man. It only matters when one person dies. That's when Black Lives Matter. The other day, Black Lives Matter because people was getting stabbed. a couple years gone by, it done. Now Black Lives Matter again because this happened to Floyd. Now it's gonna roll over again until someone else gets hurt. Then it's gonna be Black Lives Matter again. Then the police, remember over here the police killed a boy in North London, Black Lives Matter then before that Black Lives Matter and then you on a time out and do on a thing and start killing each other. Then as soon as a white man does it, Black Lives happen again.
Ourselves, females too, because more times you can be in a passenger getting pulled over with the black guy and you're just there like, what do I do? Like, do you get it? Like, so we all need to educate ourselves on the sections. It's the law. Things that we have not educated ourselves on. So they can get away with murder. They can get away with so much because we do not know our rights. Yeah? We don't know our rights.
That's another thing.
You need to educate yourselves, educate your younger siblings, educate your family members.
Listen,
and learn
the other day.
Well, guys,
that was our sister talk.
It was the sister talk, and
come together. If you lot are protesting, protest right throughout the year, because Black lives don't matter. A couple months throughout the year, protest. Let the police stand up there and see us protesting. Then they think no one's attacking us, no one's doing nothing. Let them be stunned and not spend on a bumper clap money with them.
I mean, at some point we're gonna have to get food shopping, but
then you okay. If everyone want to spend, start growing the food.
I knew there was that.
Grow on the food. Find a bush. Find a allotment.
Can we find goat?
Find a allotment. Take pigs. Go to the pig store.
We're not the pot around here. We're not the pot around here.
Me and yam the pork. Me and yam the beef. Me and yam the chicken. On a hatch on a chicken. Start doing things like that. Go back to the motherland. Do things, man. You lot are going like we can't do nothing without them. Grow your stuff. And then you see who's poisoning who. Because half of these foods poisoning you lot, you know. Poisoning. On a turn fat till they can't fat no more. And then what is it for?
Leave me alone.
But no, we need to fix up and come together properly. We actually do. Like, we should be able to stand next to celebrities, and if we are the same colours, we should be able to stand next to celebrities and non-celebrity people and say, if it's really about colour, we need to all stand together, and those celebrities shouldn't be in fear of us taking it on.
I hope you all loved it. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys have tuned in. Make sure to share this with your friends of a friend of a family member, a friend of a friend of a family member, a friend of a friend of